My name is Kayla Bernard. I'm 18 years old. When I was 12 years old, I began to self-harm. So that's how my IWK mental health journey started. It started off with cutting, and then as I grew older, it changed, breaking bones and then getting bruises, carving things and burning. Like, it just escalated very badly to a bunch of different things. My life was really out of control, and I guess I used self-harm at that age as a way to control. That was the only part of my life I could control at that point. Everything else was just chaos around me. I had just lost my dad. He had just passed away. And I was at a new school, and I had just come from a reservation into the city, which was a big shock. There was a lot of changes in culture shock. And I didn't have any of my cousins around, or none of my family was around anymore. And new teachers and new friends, and I didn't feel connected to anything, and then just didn't know what to do with myself, I guess. I didn't know it, and my family didn't know, but I had an anxiety disorder. So I had regular anxiety, but I also had social anxiety. So I had a hard time. I was always anxious. I never could shut my mind off. The first time when I was at the IWK for my mental health issue, I didn't feel like I was sick, and I was sitting in emergency room with a lot of other really sick kids who were coughing, and I kept telling my mom, I'm not sick. I don't need to be here. Even now when I look back on it, that was normal for me. That was part of my life. I would walk around with long sleeves on in the middle of the summer, and that was my life. And I didn't see anything wrong with that. It wasn't until I was older that I realized that that's not okay. That's not normal. I had a lot of great experience with the IWK. I got assigned a really great social worker named Erica Wilson. She's really great, and I had a really great psychiatrist, Dr. Becknell. They worked with me for a long time. Around my 17th birthday, they decided that I should get day treatment. So they put me in ACT, which is the Adolescent Center for Treatment. And that's a really great place. They helped me a lot. I just started to transition out of their program just a couple months ago, but they were really great supports, and they helped a lot.
Because these things will change. Can you feel it now?
ACT had two streams. It had day treatment and inpatient. I was a day treatment. Half of your day would be school. When I had an amazing teacher, she helped me get my grade 12, and so I could go to university. My afternoon was filled with group therapy and one-on-one therapies and life skills and recreation therapy. So many different things that worked hand in hand really well to teach me how to cope with myself and how to express what was going on in my life and how to become more self-aware. And it was really great. Everybody was under one roof, so everybody was working really well hand in hand to make sure I had really great care. It taught me study skills and really good time management skills.
There's something in your eyes says we can beat this.
Things right now are actually really good. I'm studying psychology at Mount St. Vincent University. I'm studying psychology because I want to help other children and youth with mental health problems. That's my goal in life, is to be able to help them. And I'm also a Girl Guide leader right now, so that makes a big difference in my life, that I get to help those kids and help lead them to become independent, strong women, as I know they're all going to be. And just, life's really good.
The battle was long, it's the fight of our lives, but we'll stand up, champions tonight.
I know it's kind of weird to say this, but I'm kind of thankful for all the struggles that put me through, because it helped shape me into who I am now, I guess. Now I'm 18 years old, and I'm able to deal with my anxieties, especially my social anxiety, because I do sit in a university classroom with sometimes 60 people who I don't know. I also lead a bunch of young girls, and I'm seen as a role model. I have to push my anxieties aside so that I can be there for them and not worry as much and just have fun with them. And I also have to push it aside so that I can focus on my schoolwork. I also sing in the Phoenix Community Choir, and I wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't able to handle my social anxiety and anxiety in general, because it takes a lot of courage to stand up in front of thousands of people and sing. So I'm really glad that I'm able to do that, because it brings me a lot of joy.
Throw your hands up, 'cause we never gave in. And we'll sing hallelujah. We sang hallelujah.
Mental health has always been something I've kept really private, but I realized if I want to help others, that maybe being private's not the best way to go about it, because a lot of people with mental illness, especially youth, feel like they're alone and feel like they can't handle it, but they're not alone. There's so many people out there that want to help them. So many people wanted to help me the more honest I became with it. I feel like people need to stop being so worried about stigma and stop trying to keep it behind closed doors, because a lot of people have mental health problems, and if more people are honest about it, I think it'd be easier to treat and help each other.
Please support the IWK Radiothon. 1-800-595-2266. 1-800-595-2266.